Alright, how's it going everybody? I've got a little update for you. My uncle did some painting yesterday along the window and door trims with some Benjamin Moore Aura paint. It's the best paint I think that Benjamin Moore makes for latex in my opinion. It's pretty pricey, but man, it covers good. That semi-gloss is really looking good on that. I've been working on some wiring, so let's go to the bedroom real quick. So we're in the bedroom. I haven't worked on the receptacles. I'll probably do that by tomorrow or maybe sometime this weekend, but definitely by the end of the weekend, I'll have all this wires pulled out for these receptacles and new receptacles put in. But I have been working on the lights. It's pretty time consuming trying to drill the holes. Let me show you those real quick. So booyah, got those can lights in there. And then you'll see, got those two in over there. And then, bow, a nice little hole there for my fan box there. So I wanted to get a proper fan box because I am going to be hanging a fan from that ceiling. So the only way you can really get a good box, or in my opinion, is just knock a little hole in it and just patch it back. So we'll have it patched up nicely in a few days and it'll be looking good. So I did have to cut some holes here. You'll see that if you've been watching some of the other videos, got my smoke detector box in. Remember, we're not going to hang the smoke detector until we paint the ceiling. Then I had to knock a hole right there where you see that foam coming out. Remember, I'm going to put some wide crown molding around this, but I'm still wanting to patch, you know, some of the holes or whatever. I'll saw that foam off and then I'll mud over it. And then I had to knock a hole there to get all my wires in. So what I did was I brought in some 14.2 and 14.3 into the room. I brought in a 14.3 over to my fan here. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to switch my fan to only have it on if the switch is on. But I also wanted to, if I possibly or somebody else comes down the road does a light, they'll have a wire there. So when they turn on the lights for the fan will come on. So I didn't get my switch in because my local supply house was out of switches. I always tell them when I go over there and they don't have what I need that this would be a great place for a supply house. So did get a light up in the closet here. I went with just the flush mounted trim on this one also. And you'll see that I've got me a switch in there. I'll go get me a motion sensor again. Tried to pick some up at the local supply house. Kind of let me down today. So kind of pricey. I'll have to just check otherwise. I just don't want to pay what they were asking to switch. There's a little hole I had to knock out, get the wire down in the wall. I mean, the only other way I could have done it is possibly tried to drill up through the floor. But I actually bought this brand new bit today, and that thing just broke off up in there. I couldn't believe it. And just pulled it out of the jacket and broke right off. You may be asking, why didn't I leave the switch over here? Remember, I wanted two switches, one for the fan, one for the light. And over here, there's two studs right here, and I couldn't get my box in, and I'd have had to notch all that wood. So I went on and just moved it over. It's really not that far. I mean, you come in the room, it was here, now it's just right here. So maybe a half a step more, and you got it. The plan is to try to get the rest of that backing off. My uncle worked hard on that today, getting that down. He's wore out. My roof still leaking. I'm hoping that roofer's gonna come show up and fix that spot. I talked to the previous owner and she paid a pretty penny for it. So that roof ain't but about maybe 8 or 9 months old, maybe 10 months at the most. And she had problems with it before she put the roof on, and they guaranteed that they'd fix it, and it's still leaking. It's probably still been leaking. And I know they've been back once to look at it, but really need to get that fixed. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to rent a lift and get up there myself because I can fix it. I will believe you or me on that one. I can get it fixed. Just don't want nothing to get ruined. Still deciding on the chair rail. Maybe I should put up a poll. Who wants to keep the chair rail versus who wants to take it off? It'd just be so much easier to paint and not have to sand it if I just took it down. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. It is a bedroom. I want to put it out there in the hallway, but we'll see. Got to get those door cases down so I can get those sanded. And then got to get these doors sanded. My lights still good here. got some patching to do. Remember, folks, you can't hardly get to. You're gonna have to drill some holes somewhere when you're doing this kind of stuff. So if you ever hire an electrician, you want to make sure you got somebody lined up to do the patching if you want to do those kind of lights. So in this closet, we're gonna have another motion switch here. And I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna put a light up in here. I'm just gonna go with like we did upstairs, just a LED with a cover on it, fluorescent style light. And that's probably about it. Just got it cleaned up. Been working hard. It's been very time consuming. So you're looking at today, I had some of my wires run yesterday, but I still had to, even though I had my wires run into the light, I still had to get like power over here from the panel box and power, a wire into here and wire over in the closet. And it really takes some time to do that. So when I'm drilling, man, I've got like a bit that you can add links to it to get it longer. But you got to be careful, because if you drill any more than about 3 studs, next thing you know, you're going to be drilling through that ceiling or that floor below, above you. So you really got to be careful when you're doing this on the and you got a floor above you. I have in the past drilled through a floor and it wasn't fun, and the customer was not happy, but they were, they did forgive me, and I fixed it and did what I had to do. But just remember, if you do decide to do this kind of stuff, there are going to be some remodels and you're going to have to do some stuff. So I highly recommend only doing this when you need to do it, or, if you're getting ready to do some more remodels. So you can see here, I brought my wires down, brought them over. So I've got my smoke alarm, and then I've got a coil from my panel box there rolled up. So I need to still get power into my bathroom, to my lights in my bathroom. And then I got to bring power to this room in here, the brown room. So thinking about 6 lights in this room, maybe more, but at least 6. The room's pretty long. I would venture to say it's close to 20 foot long, maybe a little bit more than that, but it's definitely pretty long. It definitely needs 6 lights, but I'm thinking maybe 8. I don't want to go crazy, but I do want it to get lit up good. So you can always dim them down if it's too bright, but if it's not enough light, you'd have to, and you space them out evenly, then it's going to look funny. I appreciate everybody watching, and you guys have a wonderful evening.